Hi, the project is called StatArb Lab. So this project is to build a lab that can help us to test our strategy on a different kind of market assumptions. So for a statistical arbitrage strategy to work, your very fundamental statistical assumption should be right most of the time in the market. Otherwise, you shouldn't expect to make money. So to run experiments in our lab, first we need to set up a market. You need to choose a number of stars and a number of trading days you're going to trade on. Then we're going to run a strategy out of the correlation matrix of the stars in our universe. We simply build a correlation matrix, build a distance matrix out of correlation matrix. We run an MST to find the minimum spanning tree and all the edges. We did a pair trading strategy on all the edges in MST, and we optimize our portfolio by a simple knapsack DP to optimize the returns. So that's a very simple statistical arbitrage strategy. Now we want to test our strategy in different experiments in different market conditions. Our first assumption, most vanilla assumption, is the increment in the market are just sampled from a multivariate Gaussian normal distribution with predefined convergence matrix. So let's run the experiment. So you can see under this assumption, our markets are very random walk. And here we build our graph and we touch signal along the trading period and we see the backtest strategy. So we can see that we shouldn't be able to make money. And also we lose a lot of money on some edges and we earn money on some of the edges. So it's pretty random. And we also done the trading log in the lab for every trade we made. Now, what if our assumption is right? So now let's simulate the market as this way. We have a common driven factor of the market factor, and we also have an idiosyncratic process for each of the stock, which is simulated by an OU process, and they are guaranteed to be mean reverting. So now let's run our experiment again. So we can see now, as our underlying assumption is correct most of the time, we are able to make money. And also, we make money on basically every most edges. Also, it's very close to zero for some of the edges. So in our lab, we also keep track of every experiments we conducted, and we also visualize them in the real time. So if we have 100 or thousands of experiments, you should see very obvious patterns in these graphs. So that's basically what the project is about.